What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. You don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead season finale, the end. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead. Well, yesterday, March 30th, 2022, or whenever you watch it, on March 30th, 2022, the final day of filming the main show, The Walking Dead, occurred. And it's sad. It's kind of a sad thing to know that they wrapped up filming. They're going to go post-production, and then we'll have the third part later this year. But here are some great shots inside Alexandria on the final day or days of filming, courtesy of Fox News, Doug Evans, Fox News 5 in Georgia or Sonoy. And pretty awesome stuff here. I'm excited to see. I love to see Sonoy. I've been there. I haven't been there since all this major construction with the outdoor seating and dining and everything there. But if you've never been to Sonoy and you're a Walking Dead fan and you're able to get there for finances, travel, all that, I think you should get there. There's a lot of free stuff. You can walk around and see different filming locations. The parking is really much to be desired because it's a small town and they're not really built for all the cars and people there. At times it can get pretty busy. So what's going to happen with the Walking Dead universe after the main show ends and airs on TV? Not sure if they're going to use Sonoy again. I believe the man in the interview said there's like 100 businesses there, and there were 5 businesses there in 2005. That's a major growth in 17 years, which is great to see this small town really blossom into things. But that being said, I'm sure rent has gone up. Occupancy in the area has gone up with businesses and just homes. The home prices all over the country have drastically increased. And a lot of people are wondering, are they going to turn Alexandria into a museum? Are they going to have Walking Dead tours going there? No, because people live in these homes. There's like 6 or 7 families that have lived in these homes for a while now. They're going to tear the walls down. They're going to build some homes, finish the construction of some of the homes, and then sell them because real estate is where the money's at. So it's sad to think that in a couple months, the walls are going to come down. The windmill's going to come down. Probably the windmill first, then the walls. They already started mowing the grass in front of the walls because if they're not going to film in Alexandria, which I don't think they will, they can't keep this up. What's the point of this? The permitting for the windmill is probably going to expire. So what does that mean for the future of the show? Well, the main show's ending. I guess the future of the universe. The spin-offs, the movies, other spin-offs, Tales of the Walking Dead, we'll have to see. Now, some people are hoping to get a piece of memorabilia from Alexandria in the walls, and I'm sure they're going to cut up pieces of the walls and sell them. I think they already have. Some people said that they're charging about $100 for a piece of the Alexandria wall. It'd be pretty cool. It's kind of steep for $100, but we'll see. Just waiting long enough, stuff will come down drastically in price. But ultimately, it's awesome to see inside Alexandria. I never was able to go in there. I never had a chance to go on any of the tours that let you inside Alexandria. Now, I would love to see a tour of Hilltop or the studio, Commonwealth, and whatever they did there. But the windmill looks great. We see the yellow paint on the windmill fan blades and then the mural type of painting on parts of the windmill. So we'll have to see what that's all about in the third and final part of The Walking Dead. But Alexandria survives. We see all the different solar panels. We see, one of the communities has to survive, right? Oceanside is probably surviving. Hopefully we're going to see them at some point. Again, we saw them briefly in second part, but what's going to happen with them? Sonoy is a great place, like I said. It's a small town feel, but I believe the building to the left is where they filmed part of the stuff with Ezekiel and Tommy and Carol, if you know what I'm talking about, in the second part of The Walking Dead Season 11. But I love Sonoy. I can't wait to go back. It's going to be sad because The Walking Dead's going to be over. It was cool to see these black Mercedes vans because when you got to see these vans coming or going, it meant that cast was usually in them. It was transport vans from base camp where the trailers were to production. I'm excited to see how The Walking Dead ends. That being said, I'm kind of worried it's going to suck because it could. It definitely could be like, okay, lackluster ending because it's not really ending. We have all these spin-offs. What's it mean for the future of the cast? Are we going to see Daryl and Carol and Leah? Or are other characters going to show up in the spin-offs? I hope so. And I believe people were seen inside Alexandria for the second to last day of filming. Carol, Jerry, or a couple of names. Also, I believe we're going to get a time jump. So we're going to get, Jerry's children are going to be older. Judith's going to be older. RJ's going to be older. Herschel's going to be older. Whoever survives is going to be older. So does that mean that we kind of know who Daryl is carrying in the one picture? If you know what I'm talking about, it's still debated who it is. Now, this was an interesting shot, image I got from a Facebook Live video from Stephanie Richmond Andrews. Shout out to her. She does a great job, or did a great job of getting some of the filming. Now, if you look at the vehicle right here, it looks a lot like this vehicle here, the Hyundai. That was kind of a mistake because it came out later than when The Walking Dead was supposed to take place, which I believe was 2010. I could be wrong, but is it the same vehicle? Is it just going to be a callback to that? Like, I hope we get more and more callbacks, Easter eggs, connections to prior seasons of The Walking Dead. Now, if you follow at @GNicotero on Instagram, you saw a quick little video of Greg Nicotero coming over to Norman Reedus. They're at Hilltop by the Barrington house for the last day of filming. Again, was March 30th, 2022. It's a short little video. Give them a follow at @GNicotero. It's just a nice thing where they came 12 years ago. Can you believe they were so young with the short hair 12 years ago at the start of The Walking Dead? Changed my life, hopefully your life, and a bunch of Walking Dead fans' lives. Pretty great stuff. Greg Nicotero, Norman Reedus, great guys, that's for sure. And last but not least, I want to share this. I believe the woman's name was Mary Dickerson, who shared this photo in the Facebook group, The Walking Dead, or Walking Dead is Freaking Amazing. Great group. I'm in it. Definitely join that group if you love The Walking Dead. But it's one of those things where you're like, why are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 helicopters flying over or around Sonoy, and are they going to the studio? Is it a possible connection with Rick Grimes? Now, they didn't see him land. We don't know where they were going. They were going to probably land, it would be at the studio where they have more land and permitting and all that stuff. But could it possibly connect with Rick Grimes, Lance, CRM, Commonwealth? This was a couple days ago. It wasn't the final day of filming. So could it be that we're going to finally get some connections with the CRM? I hope so. We're waiting for it and hoping for it. But it's an end of the era. I posted this video yesterday, which was the last day of filming. Again, March 30th, 2022. Which is kind of sad because we know that they're done filming, so they're in post-production now, and we'll get the episodes later this year, maybe August, October. I'm thinking August, and then it'll end in October around Halloween, so it'll come full circle so many years later. Like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, support the PT channel any way you can, and stay tuned, guys. The Walking Dead is not ending, right now. We have the rest of this year and the spinoffs next year. But thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, and as always, tell them Daryl.